Geronimo, join the ancestors. We give all praise to him for all his work that he did.
Hey, sister.
I just want to say a couple of things about him that I learned. Number one, he was a soldier. And to be a soldier, you have to have discipline. So I want that message to go out to all of you. To get some discipline, to be on this battlefield. Otherwise, we're going to be shot down like dogs over a bus fare and a BART ride, and etc., etc., etc. So get some discipline. This is revolution, and we ain't finished our job. So the Creator, as Sun Ra taught me, the Creator got things fixed. If you don't do the right thing, you can't go forward and you can't go backwards. You're just stuck on stupid. So think about it. Let's do the right thing. It used to be any means necessary. Now it's the right means necessary. The other thing that Geronimo said, I was listening to the KPFA interview, and he talked about listening to his elders.
Okay.
You didn't hear me?
Yes.
He said, listen to your elders.
Yes.
And he said he didn't do nothing without consulting his elders.
Yes.
He said even when he went into the U.S. Army, he didn't go there to be no slave of capitalism and imperialism. He went in there to get some skills to follow the orders of his elders and come back to defend his community.
That's right.
I want you to understand, we have an elders council here in Oakland. It's called the West Oakland Renaissance Committee. We've been meeting for several months. We meet on the first Thursday of every month at the Post newspaper office. And we're calling upon the elders to come and join us on the Elders Council. If you remember, a few years ago, Geronimo was at a Tupac conference at McClymonds High, and we seated the Elders Council, and he was among those that we seated. Just for your information. With that, I just want to thank all the Panther members. I want you to know that yesterday, the Muslims were here for a reunion and celebration. So it's just a coincidence, ain't it, that the Panthers are here today. Something's really going on up in here. Let me read a poem. I'm joined by two poets.
Hello.
Sister Tori, Sister Aries,
Toya.
and Toya, excuse me, I get these names, you know, I'm slipping. But what if Allah is all?
Allah is all.
Allah is the people.
Allah is the cow. Allah is the horse.
Allah is the tree, Allah is the river.
Allah is the fish. Allah is the child.
Allah is the youth. Allah is the old people.
Allah is the poor, Allah is the rich.
Allah is the hungry. Allah is the sick.
Allah is the dope fiend. Allah is the alcoholic.
Allah is the sinner, no God but Allah.
What if? What if? What if?
There is no God but Allah. What if Allah is the captive, he won't liberate?
The child you won't love. The mama you hate.
The daddy you hate. What if there is no God but Allah?
What if Allah is the fear you won't release?
Allah is the pain you won't release. Allah is the love you won't release.
Allah is the tears you won't cry. Allah is the lies you tell.
Allah is the mountain you won't climb. Allah is the success you won't try.
Allah is the beauty you do not see. Allah is time.
Running on the hourglass. Allah is the body you refuse to heal.
Allah is the mind you refuse to feed.
What if? What if? What if?
What if Allah is ready when you ain't ready? What if Allah is ready when you get ready?
What if?
What if? What if? What if there is no God but Allah? What if Allah is the forgiveness you won't give?
What if Allah is the denial you drown in like a hog in slop?
What if? What if? What if?
What if Allah is the peace in your house? The love in your life?
The joy on your face, the happiness in your heart,
The thankfulness of your smile. But there is no God but Allah.
What if my life and death are all for Allah? Not for a woman, not for a man.
Not over a woman, not over no man.
Life and death are all for Allah. What if? What if? What if?
What if I grieve for nothing because Allah is everything?
Whatever Allah wants, I want. Whatever Allah don't want, I don't want.
Whatever Allah has, I have. Whatever Allah don't have, I don't want.
What if?
What if?
What if?
What if?
There is no God but Allah.
Thank you. This is for the women. For the women who bear children and nurture them with truth. For the women who cook and clean behind thankless men. For the women.
For the women.
For the women who love so hard, so true, so pure.
For the women.
With faith in God and men. For the women alone with beer and rum. For the women searching for a man at the club, college, church party.
For the women. For the women.
For the women.
For the women independent of men, searching their souls. For the women who smoke crack and freak. For the women who love only women. For the women who play and run and never show.
For the women. For the women. For the women.
For the women.
Who rise and revolt in hand with men who say never, never, never again.
Never.
For the women who suffer abuse and cry for justice. For the women happy and free of maternal madness.
Free.
For the women.
Free.
For the women who study and write. For the women who sell their love to starving men. For the women who love to make love and be loved by men. For the women of Africa who work so hard. For the women of America who suffer the master. For the women who turn to God in prayer and patience. For the women who are mothers of children and mothers of men.
For the women, for the women, for the women. Thank God we have women.
For the women who suffer inflation, recession, abortion, rejection. For the women who understand the rituals of men and women. For the women who share.
For the women.
For the women who are greedy.
For the women.
For the women with power.
For the women.
For the women with nothing.
For the women.
For the women locked down.
For the women.
For the women downtown.
Power to the women.
For the women who break horses.
For the women.
For the women in the field.
Power to the
For the
women.
women who rob banks.
For the
For the
women.
women who kill.
Power to the
For the
women.
women of history.
For the women.
For the women of now.
Power to the women.
I salute you.
I salute you, women.
Amen.
Amen. For the women, for the women, for the women.
All right, and
I
we're
want
gonna do.
you sisters to do for the man. For the men.